Hey! That's me?
Oh, that's me. Yeah! I see me. My eyes look gray, although they're blue. My head is damned, and I see you. Can you see me?
Long beard. Need a shave. Turning gray. That's what happens when you're 50. Holy shit. I've got GSP, INGESP. So that's the way you start a video for 33 seconds and wasted 33 seconds of everybody's life? So if there's 1,000 people that watch this video right now, and I use up, now it's 44 seconds, imagine if I bring it up to a minute. And there's 1,000 people that watch this for a minute. I've almost wasted a whole day of time of everybody that's watched this video. I'm so sorry. It's the way I do things. All in grace. Tigers, lions, and bears. 55 is liberty, but 55 stands for gray. All those things hanging from my hair. Oh, stop peeing on my brain! Cooling it off or warming it up, I'm never sure. I go to the bathroom, I melt all the snow outside. Oh no, the can's not outside. I got a can in the kitchen. They call it a kitchen sink. It's made out of tin. Just like a can, I guess I can go there. My mother says, go to the can. So I get in the sink, and my mother says, what are you doing? I go, it's the only can in the house. Everything else is porcelain. And no one wants us to pour anything in, so I go to the can. What do you think? One there, two up there. See the Twin Towers over there? You see this board in the front? You notice where the pink is and the stairway? Well, that's where Jesus was born. I didn't do it purposely, it just ended up that way. That's the manger. Now what I want to do is I want to do it all fast. I swear, if this was a snowball, it would melt right now. I am so hot. I am feeling so much like shit. But imagine if you had people who were all feeling good inside, and they're all just nudging you saying, feel good, and I'm saying, but I feel like shit. It's a terrible word to use. Mind you, if you're cold and everybody shits on you, you'd warm up really quick. What a horrible word. I used to hate the color until I got brown on the bottom of my bed, and no, I didn't make it myself, and it's not Charlie Brown. And then again, Snoopy reminds me of the cow, and he's got that bird hanging all over him. I'm all over the place. What colors do not touch? Blue, white, blue, yellow, and then the blue on the other side becomes blue, red, blue, orange. Do all the colors touch each other? Blue is next to green, but is yellow is part of blue. You see it's on the same block? Same block. Let's go like this. 1, in this area where you see the plus sign, that's 3, this is 5, this area is 7, this is 9. This area is 3, this area is 4, this is 5, this area over here is 6, this is 7. This area over here is 6.5. This is 5, this is 6.5, this is 8. This is 2, this is 3.5. And this is 5. 3.5 times 8 is 28 grams. I got an ounce. I got an ounce. Uh-oh, there's a knock on my door. Who is it? The who? The what? The police. What are you here for? You want an ounce? No, they said they're here to announce. I says, okay, well, come on in. Oh, I'm sorry. Do I have to let you in? Do I have to let them in? If they knock on my door and they want to come in, do I have to let them in? I had sex on Saturday night. Well, at least I tried to. Did I say sex? I didn't mean sex. I'm very sorry. My mind must be in the gutter. I meant something else, but now that I said it, how do I get out of this scenario? I changed the subject. First thing we're going to talk about is Goofy. Goofy has 2 big teeth in the front. Now they're separated apart like number 11. Why? Why are his 2 number 11s separated apart? What would they be like if they were together? These are the 2 teeth. I have to go brush my teeth now. I couldn't have sex with anybody. I didn't take a shower today. And I was supposed to take a shower before this video, and now you know I'm a dirty pig. And did I ever tell you, do you know what I did all my life? I cried. From the age of 12 years old, when bye, bye, Miss America, bye. I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be... From that day on that day that I started hearing the song, I was in Stowe, Vermont, and a young kid kicked his boots on the ski hill into the water, and I thought about death. And I thought about death till I was 20, till I was 30, till I was 39 years old, and then they gave me this funny pill and death went away. Now I realize what death was all about. For me, it was never forever, and forever is forever, and it'll never happen again. It's the scariest thing not to know. And then all of a sudden I get bipolar, and all of a sudden, boom. No books. Never read a book in my life. And if I did read a book, it was Richie Rich. And all my life I thought I was going to be rich just like that. And today, I'm hoping never to be rich at all. I see what goes along with it. It's all about how much, the richer you are, the more you have to lie. Guys on the street, starving, and you know the guy's got a lot of money in his pocket. Your friend says, give him some money, you got tons. Now you feel like shit. But you know the guy's been on the street, and he's got just as much money as you. All he wants to do is, that's his job. Try to get a little money out of you. Could have been a dingo? A dingo? I heard that in Seinfeld. A dingo? Isn't that what Elaine said? Elaine? How about just using the last part of a word? Len. Len is like a wool. To pull the wool or the sheep or the lamb over your eyes. Len? Turn Len around. Or John Lennon? Turn that around and we'll see a different story. How they took him out of this world. Oh no, he didn't die on his own. For sure not. He knew too much. Just like when I start knowing too much, they shut down all my videos. But what do I know? I never read anything. I never did anything. I got some of my designs from Zach. Thanks, Zach. I know you probably don't watch any of my videos, but that's okay. Because I see you got a lot of your own stuff, and it's excellent. Excellent. My son sent me today all kinds of designs, shapes, and anytime you see a shape, every shape has got a coordinate within its own shape. And in any kind of shape, before it becomes a shape at all, if it's not a linear, every single one can create the zero. And in every single zero, the zero can be cut into 4, and then after you cut the 0 into 4, you cut it into 1. 0, 0, 0, 0, put it all together, it becomes the totality of this, it becomes 1. It turns into this at the end. This way or this way. I'm not depressed yet, but I'm on that angle, and I don't want to go there because it's a horrible world. The first time I ever got depressed, and the only time I was depressed, I was down and out and feeling low before. My mother had to hold me up. I couldn't stand up on my own. And she was only 60 at the time, and I wouldn't dare even go close to my parents in the way I feel right now. Nor will I go close to my son, and if I do, I have to fake it. But the minute I get near these energies that are stronger than me, it goes away, but it comes back at night, and my biggest question is it the Seroquel pulling me down? I'm over here. This is me in a block. My whole life I've been up here. So when I go into the hospital and they see me up here, they don't want to bring me back here like everybody else in my category. They want to bring me down here. So just in case I go high, I only go to where everybody else gets to, but I never get to go up here again because of the medication. So they give me the salts so my brain can keep going around. Now what are these salts lithium doing? Why don't they give me sea salt? Why do I have to take this kind of salt? What is it that they are not doing right? The doctors are so scared. They are, Michael Jackson, they want to put his doctor in jail for helping him out. It's retarded. That's all they want to do is scare everybody. Scare the money out of them. Oh, just, I show up in court and they say, listen, do you want to get off light?
Give us 100. We'll leave you alone.
To get off light, you let me go. Sitting on a park bench, I get a ticket for $144, 12 times 12, sitting on a park bench. 3 years later, I'm driving down the highway drinking my coffee. I spilt a little bit on, like, between my legs, and I went, ooh. So I made the car do this, and there was a cop behind me. So he pulls up beside me, sees me drinking a coffee, pulls me over, and gives me a ticket. Is that what this world is all about? Well, let me tell you where I'm going next with this, okay? First, let's say the word smart. Inside the word smart or start, there's a star. Turn it backwards, it's a rat. It's a rat and a mouse. So we have a mouse, we have rats. One of my rats is I painted it up there on the wall. There's my big mouse up on the wall. There's my dog. You see at the end, the dog has its nose between two sides? Well, those are rabbit ears. A two-headed rabbit. A four-headed dog. There's my rabbit, my dog, and just a few other things that hanging around. You know, when I first painted this all down, I went nuts the first month. I couldn't sleep. Man-asia. Euthanasia, amnesia. Now, why does it all go together? And science? I'm sorry, 11 minutes into this and I didn't mention it? Within grace? But all in time? I think I lost your pick, Jan. Disappeared on me somewhere. Gotta get it back. I don't know how. I'm thinking of Jan. Not Jam, Jan, J-A-N. Like, it's all in time, you know, that you think of these things. So I was thinking of Jan, and is it a girl? What if I say no? What if I say yes? What if you didn't ask me at all and I didn't even mention it? It wouldn't even be in the subject right now. I keep looking down into my screen when I rather look at my camera. Asia, 1511. Also, at the same time, it fits in with 5281. Why? Because 5281 is a piece of where this comes out. Why? Because all I have to do is change one of these numbers. Change the 1 for a 2 is 1521. All in all, this number and this number says 7286. This is the number of Asia. This is the number of 15 and 11. This is KO. This is the knockout. This is this year. Something about Asia is coming upon this year. This is me, Earth and Venus. This 2005, 10 years later, 2015, this is this year. This is happening. T for 2, T for 12, T for 20. T for 10, T for 13. 2 and 10 is 12, and 12 is 24, and 13 is 37, and 20 is 57. This year is 5775. The roulette table stands out and shows you 5775 in sections of 57 and in a section of 75, in which 57 is 3 19s. And you know how we get to 19? 75 is 3 by 25. Or 19 and 25 says 44. When you step into a circle, 44 spots later, you're on the edge of that circle. You're on the edge stepping in, you're on the edge stepping out. 1 in 44. Barack Obama. The time has come. The song, Science, that is insane, incredible, and so true. So true, so fantastic. I feel you too. In science. Scientifically, what is beneath the skin can be felt more than is what on the skin. Because I can tell you right now, I'm feeling all kinds beneath the skin. What is death to life? What is time with death comes in life is the gold of the golden heart. Now, why did I say this? Because they say I have a heart of gold. Not specifically me, but in general, they say the heart of gold. The heart of old. Now, what would that actually say? The heart of gold. We, the fingertips of everything, is the gold. We do the finite of all calculations. Machines can do whatever you ask it to do, what we taught it. But a machine is not a machine, and it is human, even if it's not human, as long as it can think and act on its own. I guess that's where I'm going to put England to. Scotland, Scottish, Scotland, Irish. Okay? Irish and the Hebrews keep clicking back, because I've seen Hebrew and I've seen Irish together. Scottish, English, Irish, Irish, Irish. Why? Because the month of Tishrei, which is September, October in the Hebrew religion, also says, shit king. What am I supposed to say? That's what it says. I hope nobody gets disgusted at my channel. I just have to say it sometimes the way it is. It just says the month of October. And this year, October 4th of this year, is when I'm scheduled. This is the first day when this happened, when this began for me. It all came out to October 4th of 2014. And this is what I want to show you from it. I'm going to go back and back and back and back, and here's where it comes out. 2016, 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 4 is 16. 2016. JG. JG, J is the 10th letter, G is the 7th letter. More or less it stands for Jesus Christ. Or number 17. Number 17, 17 and 17 is 34. Earth, Mars, 3 plus 4 is 7 of 1776, because 13 creates 3 and 4 as 1 times 3 and 1 plus 3 equaling to 3 and 4, which 3 and 4 makes 7, and 3 by 4 makes 12, makes 19. And here's how the 19 goes. 5 by 4 and 4 by 4 equaling to 36. 36 is the end of the Gematria Trail, which is 6 times 6. 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4. 5 into 20. Why? Because 5, here's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. These connect. These do not. The 5 does not connect. You see the way the 5 doesn't connect? 5 only connects here, and the 5 connects here. You cannot put the center dot anywhere else but where it is. 20, 5, 5, 5, and 5 is 20. 4, 4, 4, and 4 is 16. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 is 625. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64, times 4 is 256. 2, 5, and 6, 6, 2, and 5, same numbers. 881, this is the entire Earth, and this regards Venus, this regards the dog. Where do we get this? 13. 13 makes 26, 1007. 1007, 62, 26. Take away 5 and 5 because it's the center of the totality. 22 is the life bust. 6226 is a numerological number for the end of the universe. 13 and 13 come together, here and here. 1007 is J and G. 1007 is J and G. You put them together, you get 2014. 5 and 5 is the 10th month. We do not need anything other than the 4. Why? Because the totality of 5 comes with 4 from here. Okay? Why does it come from here? Because of this. 1 and 1 creates 2 sides of 2 and 2. The other one is on the side. So when you take 1 and 1 inside of 5, you get October before and you get October after. October is the 10th month. So if you go October this way and October this way, October, November would be the 9th month. On this side, September would be the 9th month. On this side, December would be the 8th month. August, July, January, June, February, March, excuse me, how did I get that? I wrote it down. Let me look at this. October is the 10th month. To the left is September, to the right is November. October, to the left is August, to the right is December. Okay, October, to the left is July, to the right is January. Okay, October, to the left is June, to the left is June, and to the right, you see June 6, February 6. March becomes the 5th month, and May becomes the 5th month, M and M. April becomes the 4th month, 5, 4, 5. April Fool's Day. Why? Because there is no April in the month. 2 of these months do not exist. They pulled together the world to exist these months. Since March is over here, 2 months must not exist into this world. Which is the month? Is it December and January? Because we have to come here, and this has to say March, this has to say May. October has to be the middle between May on this side and May on this side. May over here. January becomes 1 and 7. February becomes 2 and 6. March becomes 3 and 5. 3 and 5 does not exist, okay? 3 exists in 5 but does not exist alone. April is 4 and 4 and exists within itself, okay? This is space. April is a period of space. 3, 4, 5 is a period of space. 3 and 4 is 7 and 5 is 12, the totality of 12. Remove 3, 4, and 5. Well, 1 and 2 has to go because 1 and 2 lives in 3. Here is 3, and here is 2, and here is 1. So we have to go ahead and remove these 2. So now we're left with 3, 6, 9 to one side, 3, 6, 9 to the other, and in between is October 01, 101. Let's go to the 2 sides. So when we go to the 2 sides, October says 10, 10. 10 times 10 is 100. Times 10 is 1,000 of the 3 worlds of 10, 10, 10. 1 and 9, 3 and 7, and then 4 and 6. Or 1 and 9, 3 and 7, and 2 and 8. Either you are of time heaven, okay, and it makes no difference to you. Time heaven is here and here. It is Venus and it is Neptune. It is the body you live. But isn't it funny? The 8's over here. This is wrong because the calculator that I have below shows the 8 up here. Here's your time heaven. Unless your sex is the actual thinker of everything in your body. I didn't say your X, your sex. 4 and 6 is 10, 2 and 8 is 10. 1 and 9, 3 and 7. These are your odd, these are your even. This is the world you walk, and this is how you're connected. This is the square that's around you that gives you life. I didn't explain that well, I know I didn't. There is no gold. There is no gold without human life. Here's your life. Here's the diamond in one eye, the diamond in the other eye, and here's how you pull it together to the bottom of your chin. The brain, your eyelashes, and how everything connects in Rubik's Cube. You see this triangle? Have you ever thought of this? How many corners are there on a triangle? Not a flat triangle, but a, what's it called, triangle? A square triangle. Not a square triangle, but you know what I'm saying. How many corners are on a square triangle? Well, it's simple. You have one at the top, and then you got one at each corner. There's 4. On a 3-sided triangle, there's 4 corners. And on a 3-sided triangle, there's 4 sides. There's 1 heart. It's 4, 1, and 4. Or look up Grover from Sesame Street, and he'll show you 4, 1, and 4. He shows 1, 4, 4, 1. 1, 4. The center of this is the 14th. Okay? So if we start on Rubik's Cube, this is the way we'll start on Rubik's Cube. Right here. Okay? Minus 14 to the next Rubik's Cube, plus 27 equals 41 to the center. That's when Monopoly begins. Then we get over here. Again, another 27 will give you plus and minus on the minus side, and then it's gone. We start life. This is the part of it we start life. This is the life. This is the other part of life, and that's the end of life. The same thing, but up here, back in the center, and down here. So we have minus 14 plus 27, minus 14 plus 27, minus 28, minus man, plus the sun, because that's what the numbers say. 28 is man, 54 is the sun, 9 times 6 is 54 faces of Rubik's Cube. But when I sit this down here on my hand, there's no more 9 times 6, 54. There's 5 sides by 8. There's only 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 is 5. Excuse me, 45. There's 45. FOX is 45. And the color of the fox, they call it red fox. Or is it the orange fox? Irregardless, yellow and red from pool as 1 and 3 recreates that orange anyways. Halloween. What is Halloween all about? The 304th day of the year if it's not a leap year? 304, split that is 304. Okay? When you split that apart, 304, it becomes 76. No, 76 and 76 is 152. And 76 and 76 is 152, 304. The spirit of 76 times 4 equals Valentine's Day. It's just so ironic the way everything seems to work out so perfectly, like somebody created this world off of mathematics. And I'm going to tell you one thing, from the deep down in my heart, I solely believe. I used to believe in death and used to cry. I once put my hand through a windshield. Smashed the whole windshield, but it was from the inside. So everybody said I was strong, but everybody knows busting a bubble from the inside is a lot easier than from the outside. And I didn't do it once, I did it twice. I used to drive down, imagine, working 60, 70 hours a week and thinking, oh my God, I'm working 100 hours a week, and all everybody is asking me all the time is, how much money did you make? How much money did you make? How much money did I make? How much have I been screwed by people for money? How many people have lied to me and what I've done because of money? I lied myself because of money. I stole myself because of money. You know what I once stole? I once stole from my mother $150, okay, in pennies. In pennies. I'm a thief. And I feel like shit forever about it. My mother never said a word to me. In fact, it could have been $250. It was so heavy. It was crazy. But that was okay because we thought the penny would go off the market, me and my mother, in 1980-something. And we went to every single bank to buy $200 worth of pennies until we had $2,000 worth of copper. And now the penny is gone. Then they came out with a law that if anybody destroys any of the copper on the market, that they can get fined and go to jail for burning money. Imagine that. You burn money, you go to jail. You can lose it at the casino. That's okay. The government can take it away from you by creating laws to take your money, your hard-earned money away. Because some rich guy's going to put it in the bank and own a building. But fuck, think of it. Do we really need all these rich people to have all these things? Let me tell you another thing, that if we didn't have any of these rich people, there's a good chance we would not have evolved the way we have. Whether it's good or not, let's not go there. And now you all know I'm a thief. Did I steal more than 200? Oh yeah, for sure. I must have sold $7,000 in my life worth of shit. No more than that. That's a lot! Because when you steal, you're a thief, no matter what you take. Today, I can't steal from anybody. I can't. I can go into McDonald's and take napkins and bring them home. I can go into McDonald's and try to get the extra cup of coffee for free. I can tell people I have no money when all I know that's what they want. But I can't steal. I can't take what's not mine. But I have a hard time sharing sometimes when I'm being taken advantage of. Now we were talking about number 28. Number 28 and 28 is 56. It stands for planet. But when you go to planet X, it's the X that holds up everything. X holds up everything because what's holding up my arm? It's another X. There we go. Sitting on there, there's X. X is the 10th letter. It's also the 24th letter. 20 doesn't exist. That's why when I say 5, 5, 5, and 5, that's your 20. 5, 5, 5 fingers and 5 toes. That's the end. The end of the world is over this year. Now, I don't want to look crazy, but you know what? I don't know if I ever told anybody this the way I am right now, and it's the end of the world this year. In the 21st century, it ends. You can't end it in the 22nd century because now you get 622.6. 5, 1, 4. This 1, this 4 creates this 5. This 6, these 2's create this 6. 6, 3, and 2, this is part of man. Did you know that between the 1, 4, 7 of the days, that 2 and 3 actually create the 5 and 6 that fits between the 4 and 7? 1 doesn't exist. 1 exists only in your heart and in your mind, of the 1, of the 1, of the 1. But alone, 1 does not exist. 1 is the core of 4. 3. Is it this way to 3? Do you know that the card, the ace and the deuce card, don't exist? If you take away the ace and deuce, because the ace and deuce exists in 3, in which 3 is the latter part of your DNA, which exists in 5, which in 5, what happens is they take this, and then they take this, okay? Then they take this, and they put it over it, and it turns into the 5. And it turns into the 5, okay? So this year, when I showed you not this. When I showed you the 20, the 5 and the 4, 5 times 4 is 20. 5 plus 4 is 9. It says it, I-N-T. 6 and 8 says man of the heaven. The spirit of 76 are the odds in the game of craps. Now how is it all so perfect like that? Okay? May 24th. I was working on something. You ever see this? 2008, it's actually 288 is what it's saying. This is talking about the end of the Mayan time. This says cat. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals 6 and 8. This is the 5th month of the 24th. May, or man, or, no, let me jump off to something else. Let me just jump off to something else. The golden bear. The golden shower. Yellow gold, white gold. In the Olympics, you come first, you're all alone, you're ahead of everybody, it's better than 4th. But 4th joins the crowd, and all those who are not 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. So anyways, let me get back to cards. When you go back to cards, and you add up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it was 45 when you add ace and deuce into it. But take it away, it's 42. 24, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, it's man of the cat. Now, if you add up Jack, Queen, King with the 10, you have 42 plus the 10, it's now 52. M-A-N, man, okay? Earth, heart, earth and heart are 52, and the word 6 is 52. 24, cat, and 28 man also equal 52 and are the exact division in notes on the piano. It's going to be 33, 33 soon. Now we have 52. Add the queen and king as the 12th and 13th card. We have 64, which is Zion, which is 0, which is Israel, and create 6 times 4, 6 plus 4, and comet, planet X. Comet is 56, man and man. So now that we add the rest, 52, 42 from 3 to 9, 10 is 52, Jack is 62. So I made a mistake somewhere there, I added on the wrong, Jack is 62. When you get the queen, it's 74. That's the center of the geometrical tree, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 35, 36, 1 to 36. 6 times 6, in which 6 times 6 times 6 is 216, which is 21, which is 7 by 3, and 2 by 3, because that's part of creation, 2 by 3. So when you add up and we get a jack, we get 3 to 9, 42, plus 10 is 52, plus jack is 63, and 11 as jack, as the 11th card, also equals to E-L-E-V-E-N equals 63. 6 by 3 is 18 resh. 6 by 3 is 18 resh, which is the letter R, and the only way to get it is 6, 6, and 6. 9 and 9 is I and I. But you need to break it up in 3 sections because everything is parts of 3. Now that you get up to queen, okay, which is the 12th card. So you add the queen onto 63. Now you have 73, you have 75. You see, I made the mistake before we went to 74 for a different reason. But now we're at 75, and next year we're in 5775. You add up the king, we have 88. But forget about the king, because the 1 has disappeared. Forget about the queen, because the 2 has disappeared. So 1 and 2 are now gone. We really have to forget about the jack, because that's in the 1 family. We have to forget about the 10, because that's in the 1-0 family. So all we're really adding is 3 until 9 of birth. But birth plays out from the 5 position. But that's where we stop, and the total is 42. F-I-V-E is 42, N-I-N-E is 42. Forget about the 9, because there is no 9, it's inside the 6. The 9 is only when you're a whale inside your mother's D, your belly. She has B's across her chest and 1 D in front of her chest. She carries the bed for you. So take away the 9 from 42, we have 33 creation. Take away the 8, because you no longer live in both parts of 8. You only live in one part of 8 because you're no longer in the stomach of your mother. So take away 8 from 33, you have 25, and that stands for Jack. Jack of the 7th gate, because this is the 7th gate. 6 and 1, the spirit of man, 1 and 6, red 16, 2 and 5, 5 and 2, the earth of man, 3 and 4, earth and Mars, for the mind of man, 16, 1 and 6 is 7, 2 and 5 is 7, 3 and 4, 34 and 25, or 52, which way do you want to count it? It all equals to 21 of man 6. The spirit of 76 is all inside of creation. This is a real world, and there's a real afterlife, and it's coming this year. We are going to see something really wicked this year. I do not know which way it's going to come down, but this year is going to be the year of nuality. I see it, and if it doesn't come this year, I guarantee you I will be sick. I guarantee you I will be sick. Why do I say that? Because that's what I keep saying. If it doesn't come, I'm going to just change it for, okay, I'm a sick guy. What do I know? I took a guess. I tried my best. I showed you what I could, but nothing is true. Oh, the phone just hung up. Oh, the phone just hung up. Oh, hold on a second. I'm a little busy now. Oh my God. I have 245 people watching me. I have 235 people watching me. I have 110 people watching me. And by the end of this year, there won't be anybody left, because if my reality doesn't come true, then I think I'm going to be deceiving every single person that has ever watched any of my videos, other than the fact that everything I've ever said is true, and every calculation I have ever done is reality. The Rulers, okay, that new song that came out, 10, Titan, the planet, Titans, the people, Peyton Manning, the electronics of the cat, the house of the dog, the golden tiger on a leash. It's just tigers is German which means German electronics. That's what tiger means to me. So all of a sudden, they created the tiger, German electronics. Then they talk about the Cadillac, but it's nothing that we lack, and the lack happens to be the lake of silver within man's mind and man's body. And the only way we can stay erect in this world. You know, I'd like to go to a friend of mine, but you know, it's so hard to travel when it's minus 20 outside. Even in the temperatures. I mean, people say to me, I met a guy who's really good in math, and I said, did you know that in the temperature in Fahrenheit, that it's 1.8 each degree of Celsius? That every time you say 1.8 degrees of Celsius, it's 1 degree Fahrenheit? And he says, oh yeah, he says, that's the way it is in math. No, that's not the way it is in math. 18 is Reich, 6, 6, and 6, and it all starts at number 32. How can we start at number 32? That's 6 by 6 is 36 minus 4. Why minus 4? Because the only 6 you can do is these two here, this one here, this one here, this one here, this one here. You cannot do this one and this one at the same time. This will be star A, one connect line this way, one connect line this way, one connect line this way, and one here. 1, 2, 3. And when you do that, it creates the Budweiser bow tie, because you go down this here, this to here, and this to here. All go to the center, creates the Budweiser bow tie. And if you were looking at it in numbers, it would say 365 days, 0.47. 47 is the time. 25 is the extra days in the year, but 0.22 of Venus is the time we lose, because it's the size of the core, right over here. 0.22, because this says 368, guys, 8, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? What's going on? Where is it? Hey! Sorry about that, my cat was getting late and I didn't want it to happen again. See the color of this 10? It's blue. The other one is green. Okay, green has to come from blue and yellow mixed up. That's one thing. This, the color mix between blue and orange, I don't know how it works yet. But like I said, where was I with this? We were talking about 5 and 4 and 4 and 5. And 5, 4, and 4 is 13. So now I don't know what that means. 5 and 5 is 10. 2 and 5 is 7, but I don't know what that means either. We talk about bacon, we talk about sausage, sausage links, ham and Abraham. It's all telling us a big story. Garlic and don't go to jail, and garlic in French is AIL, and J is all about AIL, and how Jack went to jail. There's just so many things. Yes, we were talking about this. So listen, world A, 1, 2, 3, there's one crossing here, 2 crossing here, 3 here, 4 here. This only happens in the center. What happens, I believe, is here is Jupiter, and here is Saturn. We connect a 3-point star to Jupiter, and a 3-point star to Saturn. We connect Mars, we connect Earth. Then we connect part of Venus, but I believe Venus is only inside the umbilical cord of your mother and the sperm of your father, which is connected, reconnected in your head. I don't believe that there is a Mercury, and I don't believe there is a Venus. And if there is a Mercury and Venus, it's used by the gods, okay, the real gods of this planet, who built us and put us in these bodies so we can retract whatever we needed from the Earth for our own selves in the other world. So if you think you're getting taken advantage of, it's for the better of all of us. So now we also have the 2 world, 2 of 3. This and this is 1. And then this and this is 1. So that's a strand here and a strand here, plus the extra strand here, 2 of 3. This strand here and this strand here, with 1 strand here is 2 or 3. So we manipulate each one of these sides to connect in strands. But don't forget, the center core of this, okay, has 54 cubes, but the center has 1 rotator cup, which is 6. 54 and 6 makes 60. The 60 seconds on the clock. Like I said, 3, 6, and 5 days, 0.25. But these numbers are 47. But if this and this disappear, actually the 1 is represented in everything. The 2 is duplicated in every single one. In this position, you get a 2. 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 In this position, you get a 1. It's a long video, eh? Okay, I'm not feeling good anyways. I didn't want to bring that up at the end. I shouldn't have said that. They give me these blue pills. Now I'm thinking, blue pills or red pills? Should I really be taking these blue pills that go into my red blood? Lithium. What does it do? It only does what they think it does, because carbolith, lithium carbolith. Okay, it doesn't even say lithium on it anymore. It used to say lithium, now it says carbolith. Car means to drive. Bolith means Lilith. It means to drive away from the capsule. Now, I don't believe in any of this, and I'm so tired of taking it. But look at this, the number on it. 745,144. I don't like the numbers on this. I don't even like the color of this, and I still take it, and I'm still taking medication, and I'm still not feeling well. So in the last 10 years that I've been doing this, I have not felt well for a couple of years, but you know what, since last year I really haven't felt well, but I guess that's the name of the game. Yeah, I seem great, but again, you're deceived when you're alone. And even if there were people here, I'd need to be pumped or watching TV, but I don't want to run away from it. I want to
Face the fact that I'm not feeling well. That's it.
but I don't want to go into that depression. Oh no. Do you know what it's like going to bed every single night and sweating? I'm like Jill and Jack and Jill. I leave a sweat mark in my bed every single night. I got to take the sheets off. It's not that bad. I mean, I'd imagine how it is. My nephew has leukemia, and that's who I drew my last picture for. And I can imagine what's in his head. He's like, he doesn't see death, so he can't understand what it means. You know what I'm saying? He just doesn't see death. So, I mean, what a great link. So we talked about so many things. We talked about 5 and 4, the number of it. The number of it is 5 times 4 is it. It's also the number of the sun. It's also, again, back to what I did over here. Have you ever seen Bugs Bunny? Silly wabbit. They didn't teach kids to say R when they were younger. Why? Why didn't they teach kids to say R? They taught the W first in Bugs Bunny. They didn't tell you about R. Maybe R doesn't exist. In the alphabet, really, the S is in the E family. And when you add ES together, it's 24. It says cat, the cat spirit. My teeth look, I don't know, they were white in the mirror over there, but when I look in the camera, they're disgusting. God, everybody, when you watch me, can you just do that? Just for me. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I'm so drained out. Did you see my little pig in the background? Hey, guy. These are the pyramids that we live in. These are the numbers of roulette. See what I did up top? That's the fox. I take this world, and I make the better of 2 worlds in 1 world. See this over here, the crisscross? It turns. It's like a grinder. It mixes up both worlds. Does it make it better or worse? I don't know. I don't know. Same thing. Whatever I've ever designed, whatever I've ever done is just off the top of my head. I just want to say, ISONs, or I, the son of, shit, hit. Have you ever listened to this? Shit, hit, and this, THIS, backwards is shit. A hat, okay, is also that. But if you put a C in front of it, it says chat. But this in French also says cat. 32. 3 times 2, 3 plus 2, 11. Hat inside cat, 29 equals 11. This equals man and man. Sit equals 48. 48 is this is Barack Obama. 4 times 8, 4 plus 8, and it's this year's numbered Super Bowl. I'm wondering, which season did it all begin with? And which season does it end with? You see, according to me, I wanted it all to end before next year's baseball season, because we brought everything into this world through the thought and the notion of the Ice Age. Now, if we brought it in the Ice Age, and this world is regarded to be the diamond of life, and the Ice Age is on the rink in which, like I said, if this was a round ball, the center of the round ball in pool turns out to be the hockey puck. So wouldn't it be ironic if everything did end near October and hockey season never became the Ice Age, but it only became the thought, and it ended inside the practice and scenario rounds before the hockey season started, and before the baseball season ended, the same way the thought of creating this planet ends the same fact that it ends in the playoffs of baseball before hockey season begins next year, in which we get a chance to end the 48th season, okay, of football, the NFL. Why? Because the NFL is all about the rules of God. 6, 1, and 3. Everything you can do in life. The scoring in basketball, 1, 2, and 3, and now they have the extra point on the three-point play that if you miss, if you hit the guy, you get to take 3 shots. So they're showing you the actual reality of the way life started, and they took away all these things. In football, they put back the 2-point play, plus they made football look like the Canadian football when it goes into overtime. Unless the 6 points is committed in the overtime session of a tie, the game is not over. Hockey has remained the same. Well, not really, because now you go into overtime, and after overtime you get the shootout. Because no matter what, the cesarean in pregnancy has to happen. The child must come out. So we have the shootout. And for you women out there, oh my God. I didn't have a wife, but I had a girlfriend, like a wife, had a child, and I was there watching that thing come out. And he put that suction cup on my son's head and he was pulling it out. I was like, what are you doing? I was running around there without my head on my head. I go, what are you doing? You're pulling his head off. And the first thing I said is, how much does he weigh? My son weighed 20, what I remember, he was 21.6 inches in length, 6 times 6 times 6, and he weighed 9 pounds, I think 6. My son weighed every single number of creation you could. He is now the 6'2" height, the size of the length and weight of the dog. My son, my birthday is October 4th. I'm going to be 51. I'm not scared of my age. It's just all the numbers are so perfect. It's too bad I'm the scientist that created everything. So it's only perfect in my reality. So that's why I really want it to happen so much. Then after that we can take over our world and get rid of all these diseases, yet not all of them will go away, and one of the reasons the diseases have to go away is because if you can create a disease from science, it can create itself on its own. That's the way this world came to be. And we have to have life this year, because this way we have to learn and know how to appreciate. Not appreciate in money, but how to appreciate and make things. We have to have values. Why? Can human not have a value? Does human not have values in life? Because we know life is so sacred. What happens if it wasn't as sacred as we thought, and we knew we were going to be something else, but still we're going to always have that feeling, because we need to know when it works and it doesn't work. I send grace to you all. Jan is not just a name, but it sets in January. Why? Because it's Aries of time. Where is Aries? Does Aries exist? January's, February's, ends. March begins. May begins. Get rid of 2 J's, come in with June and July. F, as a singularity, cannot exist without 1. So, in our world, it's 1 and 6 and 1 and 9. God came in to create with 1 and 3. He created the sun with 1 and 4. Both parts of the sun. I just want to tell you, for any of you that have kept up and watched the whole 51 minutes, I'm so thankful. There's so much to watch out here. There's so much to watch. There's so many people telling so many stories, and so many of them, most of them are so true. But if you want reality TV, then I feel that Mr. Tackbands is one of the places you should be, because I don't bring it any more real than real itself. I don't like to push me on anybody. I don't want to tell anybody I'm real and I know more, because it's not fair. Have you ever closed a package of a card? See the box? If it made that circle, that's your D. This is what 11 is all about. See the extension? If we do not extend this, these corners fall on top of each other, and all you have is a little box like this. And in this little box is every single coordinate. Just before I end it, I wanted to mark one more thing. Besides telling you Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, Earth, Venus, and Pluto, inside of Pluto is part of Neptune. TU in Neptune, TU in Saturn. ERTH in Earth. There is no other H in this. The Sun venue is in Uranus twice. Jupiter stands next to J. Venus stands next to U and creates the Sun. Jupiter does not create the Sun, although it has a U. Mercury does not create the Sun, although it has two R's in Mercury. One R in Earth, one R in Mars. The other thing I was going to say is there's just so many ways to do this. X and O, because X lives inside the O, and O in French is water. See the way we divide? Either it's this way or it's this way. And this is the way you keep baseball scores. This will end up saying HOH, or I, O, I, and together between the two says H. H splits the O and O, which is the 44, which is the difference of the two parts of space. Why? Between, here's your head, and here's your shoulders, which is an upside down triangle. And the women, they put the other way, except that the women, they sliced out the V that goes on top and they flipped it upside down. That's why women are different. Stop. It's enough. I said enough. Raphael, I can't say what I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to go there. There are things I can see, but I can't say them. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I'd really like to go outside, but I am so hot right now. This is one thing, if anybody gets to the end, why am I this hot? Is it because I'm in depression? Does anybody know anything about depression? What is supposed to happen next? It happened once to me, and I'm so petrified to go there again. It is the scariest thing you ever want to see. Anyways, number 74, which is the center of the gematria scale, also 74 is 60 plus 14 seconds, which is 1 minute and 14, and it stands for 2 moons of Mars, because moon and moon is 57, 57. So your seconds at 60 seconds also has to get calculated as saying 1 minute and whatever, bringing you above 100. Why? Because anytime you see the digital, okay, the digital is actually a division of Venus. Because the digital dots, if you look at them, they're here and here, which is 2 and 8, which is the division of time of two different worlds, or the difference of 2 and 2. If you see 2 is here. If I circle each of these 2's, it becomes 1/8. Now these are your digitals. See the way it goes way below and way above? If I put it this way, see the way that 2 gets chopped off? See the way the 2 gets chopped off? Anyways, okay, I gotta stop. Stop. I showed you that part. I showed you this part, and that's the end of that part. Okay. Oh, there was one other thing that I did want to show you. When you bring 9 in the middle of 5, it becomes 14. When you multiply 9 by 5, it becomes 45, which becomes 5995, which is like saying E-I-E-I-O. 562, the number of man, is 52. The number 52, 52, when you say E-A-R-T-H, it's 52. When you say 5, okay, that's 42. Plus man 6 makes 10 is 52. Stop. I'm overdoing it. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I hope everybody stopped watching 3 minutes ago. Thank you for watching.